Arigaru,
Hello, Sagar.
I have a question. You might find it silly, but
Right, Sagar.
sometimes, you know, you feel like enthusiastic
Hmm.
in doing things.
Right.
Sometimes you feel, you're
Right.
not really enthused.
Yes.
Does it make sense? Like, what am I talking sense?
Yes, you are. In
Mm-hmm.
fact, high energy people or enthusiastic people are
Mm-hmm.
definitely considered, an asset, and because they're infectious, their energy is infectious, their enthusiasm is infectious,
Mm-hmm.
and you would like to have. So these people attract people to them,
Mm-hmm.
attract that kind of energy to them.
Mm-hmm.
And most of us feel it's a God given gift to certain people,
Mm-hmm.
and they are more enthusiastic, and we don't have that enthusiasm or
Mm-hmm.
whatever for life.
Mm-hmm.
So there was this very interesting book that I read once by one Frank Bettger, who wrote a book called How I Raised Myself from Failure to Success in Selling. It's about selling, but actually it's about life,
Mm-hmm.
because he makes a very powerful statement in that book, something which says that if you can double your energy enthusiasm,
Mm-hmm.
you can double your income and you can double your happiness.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very powerful statement.
Mm-hmm.
Then you start wondering, how can I double my enthusiasm when I'm not feeling very enthusiastic about life?
Mm-hmm.
So this is very common exercise that we do normally, just to tell you
Mm-hmm.
that enthusiasm is not some God-given gift.
Mm-hmm.
Like anything else, it's a practice thing, right? You can practice yourself to be enthusiastic. So we do this exercise, a group of people, and we say, can you meet this first? The first part of the exercise is, can you meet this other person?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's someone you just don't like at all,
Mm-hmm.
right? How would you meet a person who you don't like at all?
Mm-hmm.
So you would go with very low energy. You won't look the
Yeah,
person in the eye. You'll say hi, and you look here or there, and you would want to get away from that person.
correct.
That is low energy, no enthusiasm.
Mm-hmm.
Then we tell them, okay, fine, this is done. Can you meet the same person as if it's your best friend that you lost for 20 years and you suddenly chanced upon this person?
Mm-hmm.
How would you meet?
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody like, hi, how are you? I've missed you for such a long time. And you go and hug them, and you're both shouting, and that other person is shouting, and it's like, the entire hall is filled with huge energy. Everybody's smiling, and right? And then we say, okay, it's the same person. What changed in 5 minutes or less than 5 minutes? What changed?
Mm-hmm.
So what changed? The only thing that changes is that I set a context which said, okay, I don't like this person. And then the second thing I said, this person is my best friend. So it's in your context where your enthusiasm comes,
Mm-hmm.
right? If you set a context and say, I'm going to be the most enthusiastic person today in this room, you will be the most enthusiastic. And it's not some God given thing. You just have to tell yourself the right story. If you tell yourself, I don't like this, you will go with no energy, no enthusiasm, right? So to answer your question now, what happens now when you
Suppose
keep
sometimes we feel like, let's finish this conversation and go out.
right? So you have to kind of set that context. Like even if you want to go away, I don't like this job, I don't like whatever. Again, I'll take you back to Frank Bettger's own story. So when he started and where he picked this up from, when he started, he was some kind of a baseball player or something, and he's pretty good at it.
Mm-hmm.
So his first professional engagement he got, he was being paid some $175 a week or something like that. But then though he's a good player, the manager decided to, or the coach decided to drop him because they said, you're low on energy. It's not good. And then he had a drop from $175 a week to the next team that picked him up was for $25 a week. Because nobody wanted a talented player but who had no enthusiasm. But that coach told him, again, hey, look, if you put some enthusiasm, you can actually do well. Some energy into your work. So this is when Frank Bettger told himself, the context, that whatever happens, I'll be the most enthusiastic player in this team. Whether I play well, not well, I'm going to be all over the place. And the next day he said, I may look foolish, but I'll be the most enthusiastic. And he just went ahead with that story. And then they called him something, some into whatever, our version of an into cutlet or whatever. And they said, this guy is, very infectious, his energy is infectious. And he became known as the energy, whatever in that team. and his price went up from $25 a week to $185 a week or something like that. So it's a wonderful story. But it's exactly what we can do to ourselves.
Okay.
Whenever we go to some work or anything that's important to us, whatever it is, you just tell yourself, yes, I will do this with most enthusiasm, with the utmost enthusiasm that I have. And you will see that the results are very different.
Oh.
Right? So double your enthusiasm, double your income, double your happiness. You will be happy because you're doing something enthusiastically.
Yeah.
You will get the right results. People are looking to you. Your enthusiasm is infectious. Right? So many things change. Just tell yourself the right story.
Yeah,
And
super.
you will be enthusiastic.
Fantastic, Harigar. That's very interesting.
Right.
Thank you, Harigar.